Yo, what up, Street Gods? There, Kim or the Thought. Why 2021 is going to be a great year for photography. So this is just my general thought is, of course 2021 is one hell of a year, and I don't know, I just have a really deep optimism and hope for 2021 for photography. I think one of the things I love most about kind of like New Year's is not necessarily just like New Year's resolutions for the sake of it, but it's a new year, a new you, and a new way to, wipe the slate clean. And so in some ways, it's kind of like carte blanche in your photography, like a white slate or a clean tablet. And you could really use this opportunity to, you know, disregard, maybe your regrets or your shortcomings of 2020 and, use 2021 to start off photography on a new goal. So, I forgot who said it. It was like the most beautiful thing is a blank sheet of paper. So maybe even practically speaking on your laptop or your computer, whatever, just create a new folder called 2021. And having an empty folder is exciting because like from Zen Taoist notion, empty folders or an empty desktop is the best thing because like the usefulness of a vase is not when it's full, but it's the emptiness. Same thing with homes or spaces. It's like an empty space is best because then we could fill it up with stuff, right? And there's also this this notion of horror vacui, HORROR space VACCUI. I think it's the Latin phrase where it's like typically particles or gases have a fear of emptiness. So empty things get populated and filled up with stuff. So for example, if you've realized with traveling, however big or small a bag you carry with you is eventually how much stuff is going to be put into it. Or same thing with homes, right? Like it doesn't really ultimately matter how big or small your house is. You'll always find a way to populate with stuff. And so like, even with plates, right? Like you have a big plate, you're going to put a lot of food on it, or you go grocery shopping, you have a big ass, shopping cart, you're going to fill it up with stuff versus like a small basket. But anyways, so I don't know, like I think some ideas for 2021. So using it as an opportunity to disregard, the photos you shot in the past and looking forward to new photos, new experiences. If you're stuck in quarantine, photographing your loved ones at home and stuff like that. And like, let's say, street photography and travel is your thing. Obviously, because of COVID, that's much more difficult now than it was in the past. But you could use this chance to pivot your photography and pursue other forms of photography you might have not been interested in or stuff like that. Maybe you could shoot more landscapes or, you go hiking or backpacking and stuff like that. Let's say you're a color photographer. Maybe this could be your year to focus on your black and white. If you're a black and white photographer, uses ways you color and vice versa. Even using this chance to do extreme new forms of experimentation. So for example, don't just be like, for example, on the Ricoh GR3, which I'm recording this on, I've been experimenting with the in-camera JPEG setting, which has been fun for HDR and shooting HDR pictures, right? And then converting to monochrome. And I've actually found it to be very useful for landscapes and stuff like that. So treat 2021 as a year of wild experimentation and, use this as a chance to look forward to all the new epic photos you will shoot.